Hello y'all, and welcome to another video. I am a little more prepared today. As you can tell, there's a tripod behind me. I still can't move my hands good. Behind me right there, and I've got a tripod in my hand. So now we can show a little better, okay? So, got me some gravel. Had some gravel brought in today. So I'm going to kind of show you a little bit of what we've done here since I moved. The gravel that is right here where my truck and trailer is parked, that is new. The shed is new that we put in, and then have my shed behind me here. It was moved here from my grandparents. On top of, I added that other cold storage shed, which I'll show you real quick because I don't remember if I showed it to you in the last video. I built it myself, went and bought all the lumber and everything. The only thing I didn't have to have that I had here was the black trim along the sides of the top here, and the shingles, and the very back 2x4 that mounts to the wall. I hope I'm pointing at that. The sun's glaring in my eye. But neat little cold storage shed here. Got plenty of room to put my mowers and stuff in and other little stuff like that. Park it out of the weather, and God, that sun is awful. I hope it goes behind the trees in a minute. But if you remember last time we was here at my garage, we got the Murray started and running, and I told you I'd done some stuff to it. Since then I seen that I put a makeshift tank on there, because the tank that was on there, I broke it fooling with it, so I gotta find a tank, or try to fix the tank that goes on it. I put a set of front wheels on it. I need to put back wheels on it because the ones that are on it now are dry rotted. These tractor ones here that are sitting here is what's going to go on it. The ones that are on it now are seized on the shaft, and I've got a puller that I used on an old car to pull a hub off. I'm hoping it works, because it's a 2-prong and it bolts in. It's supposed to thread in, and I'm hoping I can shove it through the holes on the wheel and put a nut on the back side of it, so I could pull them off that way. If not, then if I have to, worst case scenario, I do have another rear end on the Husqvarna frame. The body for it's sitting over there, that orange body with the seat on it. And I've got the old Husqvarna that I used to use. If y'all remember when I had my other channel, it's probably on there, but there it is, stripped down behind me. The motor is junk in it, well, practically junk. It had a severe metal rub noise to it, and had a kind of a tiny knock. So I kind of stripped all of it down and just using what I can for parts. But it's also hydrostatic, and I'm hoping I'm going to assume they're interchangeable, and I could put that in there if worst case scenario. So we're going to go in, and my first task is I'm going to get that gravel spread out behind me, get it spread out here in this area, get it to where it's not a muddy mess every time I try to work, and then we will go from there. Please give me ideas on a name for this channel. I still haven't been able to figure out anything. If I don't hear none of y'all's opinions, probably by the end of by next week, I'm probably going to try to go in and maybe, heck, I'd ask ChatGPT at this point, because I have no idea what I could name this channel. And I'd rather have it not just my name. So we're going to go in, and I'm going to set up the camera on the tripod, and then y'all get to sit there and watch me do my thing. And if y'all have any other ideas for this channel, let me know, and I will see y'all once I finish up. had to hook up the generator to the phone. That way I could charge it because it was starting to get low and I didn't want to die while I was making the film. So as you can see, we got my ramp graveled. I haven't smoothed it out or packed it down yet. I've got to figure out where I'm going to put the rest of my gravel because I haven't really thought about how and where I'm going to put my stuff. I do know I want to put a little strip here going along beside where I park my trailer and everything, just for the simple fact that's where I drive the mowers and stuff. And it turned into a mud hole, and I actually had to go back in and fill some stuff in, and I'll have to fill back in where the dump truck come through because it left ruts in the grass. But I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna contemplate a little bit on where I'm gonna put the rest of this gravel, and I'll probably bring it on down here a little bit, and then fill in the dirt area that's over here and kind of square it up, and then just kind of square this area up. Probably I probably won't come out here with it none, and we'll see how far that pile goes, and which I didn't get far with this one. See, this over here where the trailer stuff is, where I showed you a minute ago, that was one truckload, which is the same much as this stuff is, and which it's really thick. It's probably about 1.5 feet thick of rock. So we'll see how far this stuff goes, but I'm gonna sit here and kind of contemplate on double check, and I'm actually gonna get me a drink real quick, so I will be back. Okay, so I went and contemplated and talked to the boss, aka Dad, and my plan is going to work that I showed you a second ago. If you're not sure what I'm going to do, I'll show after I done laying it out. But I do need to take 2 buckets and keep it out and set it off to the side for Dad, because he's got to fill in a spot here on the corner of his shed, and we're going to use it with this load. And then I'll probably have to get one more load to do what else we're wanting to do here. Maybe we'll see what it looks like after we get done. We may not want no more gravel here. It might be good like we have it, so we'll see what we can do. I gotta move the Craftsman probably. I might not actually move it. I might leave that there just for the time being and just cover up get rid of the dirt. That's all I'm really worried about at this point. The grass can stay, and I'll try to get it to grow up a little bit, and we'll just mow it down by the shed there. I'd rather have grass there anyway, just so it keeps from raining on the sandy gravel and getting up on the side of my new shed, because that'd look kind of bad. But we'll go and do that, and then we'll do this little strip here, just a slim little, I mean, I ain't gonna put much, just skim a little bit on there, just enough, and then I'll walk it down with one of the mowers just so it packs it down and keeps it from washing, and that'll help with the runoff maybe a little bit too. We'll see here, but I'm going to get back to it. have went in and we got all the rock that I'm wanting to put in for right now. I'm gonna go in and go get the John Deere 260, and we're gonna go in. I'm just gonna drive over it and pack it down with the bigger wheels and tires it's got on it. And it's a little heavier. I could probably use the X500 if I wanted to, but I want to use that 260 as much as I can, because I've got some oil, special oil in it to try to break up them rings and see if that fixes my blow by issue. So we're gonna get it out and use it and see what we can do with it. All right, fellas, so as you can see, we have got everything graveled that I'm wanting to gravel for the time being. We've got a pretty good layer on it, I think, going all the way around here, going up through that little stretch on back here behind me, and looking pretty good back here coming up on the ramp. Put me a little gravel down right here, which I actually forgot to run over with a mower, so I'll do that here in a minute. But eventually what I'm wanting to do is I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna gravel all the way down the front of this shed here and gravel the inside, because as you can see, it's dirt right now. Will it be a while before I gravel the inside of that? Yes. Will it be soon to gravel in the outside? Yes, for the simple fact, if you can tell by looking at this push mower, might be hard to tell, it's really dirty. Now, before I put this thing up in the shed, before it started raining on me, I pressure washed it. Pressure washed everything. Over 2 nights of it sitting in there. When it rained, it drips off that front edge, splashes on the ground. You can see the indentions in the ground. It caused that dirt to come up, fly up, and it just stained. All the back of the equipment was covered in dirt, bits, and it just turned into a mess. So I'm going to get that graveled very, very soon. I'm actually probably going to end up doing it now, but I will not probably be filming anymore tonight. It's getting a little late, starting to get a little dark. I'm probably going to film this last little bit of graveling in front of the shed, and then I'm going to close out the video for the night. I will not be working on the Murray on camera. That I might end up doing off camera a little bit. All I'm probably going to end up being able to do tonight is just pull the wheels off, the back wheels off, and get the other ones on. And that's not really worth making much content with. But I will video tomorrow pulling the carburetor off and getting it cleaned up so we can get it running, and probably, hopefully, cross fingers, hopefully I could get it driving tomorrow. So we'll see with that. I noticed that one of the pulleys, I don't know if it was an idler or what, was dangling, and I thought, well, it's probably part of the mower mechanism. No, it's the driveline idler pulley. So that belt that you've seen when I have it sitting in here, I don't know if y'all have been able to see it or not since I started filming, but it's dangling and it's not hooked up to the motor. So we gotta fix that too. We'll go in and get it graveled off good, and then I'm gonna pack it down, and then that'll be it for this video. So let me get everything set up and we'll get right to it. Alright fellas, so we have finished all of our grade work and got everything smoothed out, packed out like I want it. I went and got the rake you seen and put it up under the shed up just a little bit to cover up where that rain was dripping down. You can see in the dirt where it was coming in. And so that's all I'm going to do to this part for right now for a while till I get another load. I'll have Dad come out and look at it, see where he might want some more, where he thinks I might need some more rock at. I might put another layer where I've already gravelled in the front, not necessarily on the ramp, but in front of it there, kind of get it a little thicker. And just some little odds and ends. Might gravel in this area here where the tractor's parked. I'm probably standing in the way. Over where the tractor's parked, I had a rototiller that was walk behind and jump off on a little story real quick. Had a rototiller and I sold it here a while back for 150 bucks. But went in and I tested it out in that area where the tractor's sitting, in that dirt area, because it was kind of wore out and not very good dirt and didn't have no grass growing. So I just tested it there, see what it'd do, and it done great. And it was just freshly tilled up dirt sitting there. Sold it, and not long after that is when I bought that John Deere, and went in one night and it had rained that day and I wasn't paying attention, just kind of scurry around. It was a little darker than this. I couldn't see outside. I don't even think I had a floodlight on. I think I've been working in the garage and I was trying to hurry up and get to the house. Well, I had that John Deere was parked around front and I was pulling it around, and I had that tractor parked behind where that Craftsman's sitting, so I had to go around. Well, I drove right into that mud hole. That soft dirt where it had so much water and stuff soaked up in it and it was loose. I drove through it with that John Deere and I buried the front of it. I'll show a clip of it here. And in the process of trying to get it unstuck, I got the four-wheeler stuck. I didn't get a picture of that. I was too aggravated and fuming because I couldn't get nothing done. I was trying not to use my tractor because it was 9 o'clock at night and people are asleep, and my neighbors, I don't know how they feel about me right now since I've moved down here. But long story short, finally got the mower out, and once it dried up, I went in and tilled it up one more time with the tractor, and then I smoothed it out, packed it down, no more problems. So got that all done, situated, and so, but that's all I'm going to do for the day, or for the night. I appreciate y'all watching. Stay tuned for tomorrow when I go in and start working on that Murray again. There's also going to be a short clip of me and Dad laying some conduit over from his garage to mine for my wiring to have this building on power and not just ran by an extension cord. Make it a little safer, and it'll make it easier for me to mow in between that once the cord's not laying there. Because I push mow it no more than it is, and I can't get a mower in there without cutting up that cord. So we'll go in and do that tomorrow, and we'll see what we can get into. But I appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll have the next video out in a day or two on this mower and the conduit, laying it down. I won't talk much about it. I'll just show a quick sped up clip of me and Dad laying it down. So I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Put down in the comments how well I did. And there was one boy who went in and actually commented on my video. I think it might have been the first video. He commented and let me know that he liked and subscribed, so I appreciate that, buddy, or ma'am, whoever you might be. I didn't much pay attention to the login. It was a weird nickname. I might throw in a quick picture of it right now of where he commented on there, and that's what you guys should be doing too. Learn from his example. But appreciate y'all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.